Welcome to another episode of the YGC Collective, the podcast. Oh my God. We are 1 week out. Can you believe it?
That's probably why we're responding the way we just did.
We are literally 1 week away from our second annual collective. If you're watching us for the first time, welcome. We are obviously live. If you ever wondered if we were or not, we are live. And we're just excited because this is the last podcast until next week, because we're going to be in person at our conference, and then we're going to do podcasts coming out of it this year because we still have sponsors that have not been on. We're also going to have an amazing recap. So welcome to the show.
Okay, and if you're really wondering why we are twinning today,
we are twinning.
I just thought I'd look at the thing and we're twinning. But what is today, Gio?
Happy National Aging Fiercely Day. Yes, Fiercely Day. It is a national holiday. It is the first year we're celebrating it. Thank you, Nicole Johnson, who was the one who got this holiday founded. So for all the women out there, happy National Aging.
And it does apply to every single woman.
Every woman.
Every woman.
What was the statistic? 64 million women over the age of 50.
50.
So, but I think I'm 43, so I'm still aging fiercely. It doesn't matter. If you're a woman, you're aging fierce.
Well, from birth, we're aging, really, if you think about it.
And how crazy that this is our last panelist. And she is going to be on our Aging Gracefully panel. So before we even knew this was a holiday, Gio and Yvette were like, you know what? We want to have fashion and we want to have Aging Gracefully as a panel because we hear it all the time from women. They hate that they're aging, but it's happening. I am one of the lucky ones who are loving my 40s. We have an amazing guest coming on today who I've known her for over 10 years. And I think she's one of the definitions of aging gracefully. We also have another client, Susan Loggins, who I absolutely love. So it's like, she's on my mood board. Kim's on my mood board. You, in the last year and a half, have transformed into this amazing.
Am I on your mood board?
You've always been on my mood board because you're my work wife. Duh. So I'm excited. I'm going to bring Kim on because we're just talking about her. Hi, Kim. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you for having me. This is so fun.
Oh my God.
We love you, Kim. Everybody knows we love you. And I'm going to echo what Gio just said. You really do embody in such a beautiful, balanced, healthy, marvelous way of what it means to age gracefully, and someone who is so confident in who they are, because you radiate everywhere you go. You're you. You're just Kim.
Thank you. And
it's great. And
I wasn't always doing it gracefully. I wasn't always doing it gracefully. In my 30s and early 40s, I was like hot mess express. So I've learned how to do things differently and how much value there is in that.
Well, we've been friends for a decade, and my God, have I seen it? Because even when I met you, I'm like, I can't. First of all, it just didn't even make sense. The numbers, the math doesn't math. But I want you to let people know what you do. You're also known as Muscle Mama, and she's very popular in the college realm. When we go up to the college, oh, Muscle Mama's here. But just introduce yourself, let people know who you are, what you do, and then we're gonna just get into you.
Okay, that's my Instagram handle. That's why the college girls, because I have college age kids, that's why they call me that. And I don't even know how I came up with that. I came up with that 15 years ago. But I'm a personal trainer and a coach for women. I've really done this for a lot of years, but recently have niched down to teach women how to strength train. I think that's the number one thing people need to be doing. And thankfully, the medical community, the health community, the social media community is just preaching that to women. So just recently, I've had so many women come to me who are in their 50s, 60s, never touched a weight in their life. They didn't even know what to do, and they said, my doctor told me I need to be strength training. So here I am. So, and that is what I teach women. So and learning how to do it properly and safely and appropriately for what their stage of life and goals are, because there's so much fitness information out there on the internet, on social media, but that doesn't mean that's what you should be doing. So I have an approach where I don't do it online. It's face to face. So I'm developing relationships with these women. I ask them each, what is your why? Why are you here? And I tailor everything to help them meet their why, to make that why come true. And I help them with nutrition and all the other things they need to be doing, you know, walking, hydration. But now all of us are going into midlife. So much of the conversation in our training sessions is about menopause and perimenopause and hormones and what are you doing? Who are you seeing? What does your blood work say? How are you feeling? You know, so that's really become a part of the conversation as well. Because that's midlife. That's what we're doing. We're all in the same boat right now. We're all dealing with it at the same time, including me.
Yeah, but this is why you're the perfect person to be on the panel, to be discussing this, because you see it from every angle. You're in it. You are literally in it yourself with your clients. And I love what you said, Kim, about the flip side of there is so much information out there. There's also a lot of misinformation out there. And unfortunately, we may think we're doing things to help ourselves, but we're really not. And I know that you're going to be discussing some of those things. And the right way to do things, and there's always the wrong way to do stuff. But we live in a world where the information is just flying out as the latest and greatest, and you can try this. It's like, I'm sure you can agree, it all goes back to the bare minimums, like what you said with the lifting of the weights and walking. And even in that, there's myths that I know you're going to break down at the collective that we listen to that aren't true.
Yes. And unfortunately, it's really the same old boring stuff again and again and again and again. Consistency is key, not intensity. Consistency. That is where you win at this race. If you're just going to jump into this for 6 weeks and expect phenomenal results after you spent decades building what you show up with.
Which is why, you know, this is, most people will be like, oh, but she's in the health realm. I'm like, yes, it's fitness, but it is part of the Aging Gracefully season, but also it's not just the exterior, it's the interior. And I think that that's where most women lack. It's the quick fix. It's the, how do I look versus how do I feel? What am I feeding my mind? What am I feeding my body? And then, like you said earlier, every woman has a kind of a different roadmap, a different season, and not, you know, what Yvette's doing isn't going to work for me, just like it's what you're doing for you doesn't work for me. So really being specific on the why, what is this doing for you, and going through the mind, body, and soul of like, this isn't just right now, this is from here and forever. And also what does your day look like? What are you eating? What are you listening? What are you listening to? And what, if it is, you know, online information, is that the correct information for you?
Right. And it's so many women are so overwhelmed by the amount of information out there because it all contradicts itself too. Well, this person says I need to wear a weighted vest. This person's saying that's a bunch of malarkey. Weighted vests are nothing, do nothing, you know, so helping women kind of weed through that and find out what's true and what's real.
And just like the why I think is key. And you said
it is key. For every single client, I have a note in my phone that I like. The minute we first sit down, I ask them, why do you want to train with me? Why do you want to lift weights? Why do you want to hire me? And I write it down because there comes a time in their journey that they're tired, that they start to lose motivation. Motivation is like the honeymoon phase. That's, you know, that lasts if you're relying on motivation, you will fail. So when that motivation starts to go and they start not showing up, they start canceling, we sit down and talk about it in our training sessions. I'm like, I'm just going to read to you what you told me. And that's so powerful. It's not me giving them a lecture. I'm just saying, this is what you told me. This is why you're here. And they're like, yes. Oh gosh, I needed that. This is why I'm here. And a lot of them, it's not, I would say for 95% of my clients, it's not because I want to be a smaller size. I want to have like this aesthetic I'm trying to reach. It's, I want to have a good quality of life. I want to be able to get down on the floor and play with my grandkids. My kids are all getting married and having kids. Now I'm a grandmother. I see what health my mother is in. This is what my clients are saying. I see what health and stage my mother is in. I don't want to struggle like that. I want to age differently. I want to age better. And I need to protect my joints and to be strong. When my kids leave, I want to travel. I want to do this and that. But unless I address my health, if you don't have your physical health, you're not going to be able to do any of that.
Yeah.
What I love though, Kim, is that being the person who may not have that kind of why, they let's just say they start off with I do just want to look better, right?
Right.
I know, because mindset, but working with you, that they get down to okay, well, let's really kind of unveil that.
Right.
It's not a quick fix, what your true motivation may be, because underlying could be some other things or symptoms, or I don't know, however you want to say it, that they start going, wow, working with you, talking to you, really starting to do this work of the holistic approach.
Right.
Now discovering for themselves, maybe what I started, why I wanted this is not why I really want to continue, because that motivation then becomes different.
Yes. And that's why it's great for me to revisit their why with them, because the why may change and we may need to change it in our notes, or add to it or take away. I've had clients stop training with me and then come back and we revisit the why, and the why has changed. Yeah. And honestly, anyone who just wants a quick fix and who wants to, like, I got a vacation coming up, that's not not my ideal client. I'm not attracting those people because I'm not going to feed that dream. I'm going to probably shoot that balloon in the air and it's going to come sailing down.
Yeah, good luck finding. Good luck. It's going to stick. Yeah.
Right. And they're going to look at my social media and be like, oh, she's not an influencer. No, I'm not, but I've got a calendar full of clients and it's all through word of mouth.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't want to train those women because they're just a flash in the pan. They're not ready yet. There's a switch in everyone's brain when it comes to taking care of their body. I can't flip it on. Something has to happen in your life, or you have to flip it on, and you have to get to the point you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm ready. I'm ready to make a lifestyle change, a routine change, a habit change. I'm ready to not just do this for 6 weeks or 3 months, but to really change my life. And when that switch happens, then come talk to me, but in the meantime, I can't really help you because we're not going to make a big change in 6 weeks.
But you know what? That really covers most of the topics we're going to be talking about, whether it's someone's health, whether it's their wealth, whether it's, their business. It's, you come to that point of, right, I'm going to the conference because I want to grow, learn, transform, get impartation. Learn the things that I know, or ask the questions that maybe I haven't felt comfortable asking, or be sitting in the room in the spaces with the women that are willing to talk at a different level that I need to hear and be part of. So that's what's so great about the collective, is that it is going to be a room full of women that have said, I am not perfect, but I want more, and I want to be the best version of myself all way around.
And they want to be surrounded by other women who want that too. You want to surround yourself with people who have the same desires as you. Even if you want to live a healthier lifestyle, you want to eat better, you want to exercise on a regular basis. If the 5 people you spend the most time with don't have any discipline in that part of their life, that's pretty much the path you're going to follow too. We tell our kids, you become like who you hang out. Same thing as adults. Yeah. So when they come to the collective, they're going to be surrounded by women, not only the speakers and the panelists, but the other women attending who want to be better and do better.
Yes.
And that's where you want to be.
Well, I feel like we're giving them all the things, but I love that you're on today, especially. I love that you're on panel. You're an OG YGC Collective speaker, even though last year we were talking about philanthropy. So I just know that whatever you give, you're going to give so much to the women that are in attendance. And then the other thing we didn't really talk about, but it is also part of your mental health. And I think people don't realize how just incorporating, if it's strength training, if it's walking, if it's how you eat, what you're watching, it's all also part of mental health, which is also part of aging gracefully. So I just can't wait for you to be on stage. Or no, we're going to be a little disruptive. I get to be your moderator and have you, Heidi, and Yvette at the table. So I'm so thankful for you being on today, for you being at a seat at this table, and then for just, you are so passionate about what you do. And I think that's another reason why we're just so attracted to what you do, who you are, your being. So we thank you for being on today and for being on stage with us next week.
Thank you so much. I'm excited.
All right. Well, for everyone watching, follow Muscle Mama. If you haven't got your ticket yet, come see us next week. Kim, we're going to take you off stage. We're going to close out our show, but thank you for being here today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye, Kim.
Bye.
So excited.
She's amazing.
I know. God, it's so great. Well, again, if you didn't buy your tickets, guess what? We're 7 days away. We still have tickets left.
6 days away.
Oh, sorry, 6 days away. See, the math's not nothing. We will be at Stages Houston on 8/20. The agenda's out. The panelists are there. It's 14 fabulous women, and we have 6 amazing sponsors. And just know that there is a seat for you. So we want to see you. We want to hear you. We want to connect with you. If you're a hugger, we want to hug you. And then we will not be on next week because we will be at the Collective.
Yes. And if you're someone, because we've kind of gotten this a lot lately, because there are actually a lot of women buying tickets. We don't even know who they are, which is wonderful. So know that you will be in a space. It's not cliquey. Not everybody knows each other. They all didn't come from the same networking groups. It really is a beautiful mix of people that do know each other and then new people that we're all going to be meeting at the same time. So please don't let that hinder you from coming, because I can almost guarantee you're going to find a friend.
No, and we'll be available there. So we have 2 amazing concierges. We have some great volunteers, and then Yvette and I will be there. So get with one of us and we will connect you with other people. And I will tell you, our speakers, our panelists, and our experts and our sponsors will all be there too. So you'll be able to talk to them, have conversations. It's very interactive, very intimate. So don't be afraid to grab your ticket or just DM us if you have any questions. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.